Alright guys, welcome back to another Fortnite video, and in this one, it is time to go over a bunch of the important changes, as well as secret changes in the new update to Fortnite. We have got so many things to talk about here, including a brand new toy that's coming for free very soon. We'll talk about the details on that. A new thing to do with skins, 4 vaulted items that are like really surprising, an unvaulted item, just so many things to talk about in today's video, and you guys know I'm going to get you all of the important changes. So yeah guys, it's going to be a very fun video, and also a reminder, if you want to support me in the item shop, you can do so by using code TheLlamaSir. Shout out to these people on screen for using my code and tweeting me a picture of them using my code. As you guys know, I sometimes may choose people that tweet me a picture again of them using my code in the item shop and shout out their Twitter names in a video. But yeah, thanks so much to all of you who have been using my code. I seriously do appreciate it a ton. On top of that guys, be sure to hit that like button down below. Can we get 5,000 likes for this brand new update? I think we can. And also comment, what is your favorite part about it? Is it the new chiller grenade? Is it something else? Leave that comment down below. But yeah guys, without further ado here, let's jump into it with the first thing I want to talk about. And let's just start off this video strong because we have a bunch of amazing things to go over. Pretty much the entire video is packed with awesome changes. So yeah, again, some of these are more secret than others, but they're all pretty, you know, they're not too obvious right away. So the first of which, let's start off with some vaulted items. Not the unvaulted item. That's coming up in the video, but these are the vaulted items, and there's a bunch of them. There's actually 4 to be specific, but I mean, actually all of these are crazy. But yeah, the first of which was a really big surprise to me, the burst rifle got vaulted. Now, I'm not 100% sure. I believe that means like the epic and legendary variants, because weren't the common and uncommon variants like that one, weren't those vaulted in the past? So this must be the epic and legendary. Epic Games didn't say specifically, they just put burst rifle. But either way, that's huge. That's an AR that got completely vaulted, I believe. That means there's really only 2, the assault rifle, and then like, you know, the suppressed variant and things like that, and also the heavy assault rifle. So maybe they're going to be adding a new one soon, and that's why they took it out. Who knows? On top of that, you also have the heavy shotgun, which got vaulted. This one is probably the one that makes the most sense out of all of these. Honestly, with the changes to the pump and things like that, they're way better than the heavy shotgun, and the heavy shotgun is usually epic and legendary. Or what am I saying? It's always epic or legendary, but 100% like the legendary pump was way better than the heavy. Not too big of a surprise on that. Now then, after that, one that was a huge surprise to me, the bolt action sniper rifle got vaulted. This was a huge surprise. I did not expect to see this, because basically what that means is the only snipers we have in game are, I believe, the hunting rifle and also the heavy sniper, right? I don't think I'm missing one because the semi got vaulted, and I think the only other sniper is the bolt action. So if the bolt action is vaulted, wouldn't that mean that the really only like scoped sniper rifle is the heavy sniper? That's some pretty crazy news. I'm surprised about that. Again, I wonder if this is to maybe make way for something else, but I do find that a bit odd. That is an item that a lot of people use, so that comes as a bit of a surprise. Maybe that one will be re-added in the future. On top of that, you have the 4th one, which was also a surprise. All of these vaulted items are pretty, you know, I did not expect them, but the SMG. Now, granted, it's the common, uncommon, and rare variants that got vaulted, but still, that's super surprising to me as well, because you do see a lot of people use this. Granted, obviously, the epic and legendary variants are better, but you know, I'd pick these up if I happen to see them. It's a good go-to. If you have a pump, then you hit that shot and you switch over to your SMG to maybe finish the opponent off. That's a common strategy. So yeah, those are the vaulted items. Very surprising, but very interesting overall. But yeah, before we get into this stuff with skins, we also have to talk about an item that is unvaulted. Again, that rarely happens, so it's pretty special that it did happen, and honestly, this one, I'm surprised it came back, but I'm happy it did. So previously, we had the dual pistols get unvaulted, and following that, in today's update, we just got news that this weapon, can you guess which one it is? I'll give you a few seconds to come up with a guess. 3, 2, 1, it is the suppressed submachine gun. That is right, guys. This one is crazy to me. It was really surprising to see this item come back into the game. So yeah, you have the common, uncommon, and rare versions, and honestly, I love this one a lot. I got to use it a bit in Unvaulted, and remember that it's actually pretty decent. It might not be the best in the game, but it honestly feels really good to use. So it is kind of like an in-between of an AR and an SMG. I think like that's a good way of putting it. It's sort of in between those two and like how it feels to use. And I'm sure a lot of you guys remember using it, but yeah, it is officially back, so you should see it start to drop a bit more. So that's an awesome change, guys, but let's keep it going here with the next thing I want to talk about, and this is just a real quick one. Speaking of dual pistols, they just adjusted the drop rate from floor loot a bit. It was a bit interesting, but they reduced the drop chance chance, but specifically they reduced the drop chance. Again, that's from floor loot, and they reduced it from 2.24% to 1.38%. So just a little thing to keep in mind. You might see these a little bit less, and in case it is one of your go-tos, that's why you might be seeing it less. So yeah. Now after that, let's talk a little bit about skins in the game, because if you have this one skin, it's actually getting a couple more styles, variants, whatever you want to call it. Now it's nothing like crazy huge, so keep that in mind, but it is interesting because apparently this one is also coming back into the item shop to purchase, according to an announcement from Epic Games. And as you guys may know, recently there's been a bunch of stuff about Fortnite working with the NFL. Obviously we got the 4th down set outfits, or the NFL outfits, got those a while ago, and apparently there's a few more things coming very soon, especially for like the Super Bowl, and one of those things has to do with those outfits. So if you have one of these outfits, or if you don't, again, it's going to be coming into the item shop soon. We'll talk about that. Within these outfits, there's 2 new styles that I believe were already added. I'm not 100% sure about that. They may be coming soon instead, but they are the white uniforms for the Patriots and the Rams. So if you already have one of the skins from the 4th down set, you'll either be getting these soon, or you may already have them. I mean, you might as well check. I'm not 100% sure when they're added, but they also announced that these outfits are going to be coming into the item shop soon, so you could always preview the styles in the item shop if you don't have one of these skins yet. Now, if you're looking to maybe get these skins, again, they say they're coming back into the shop on Friday at around 7 p.m. Eastern time. So yeah, if you do decide to get one of the outfits in the 4th down set, be sure to use code TheLlamaSir if you want to help support me. On top of that, guys, and we also have the toy, but we'll get to that in just a sec. But first of all, another piece of news that came within this announcement is that coming up soon, and I'm not 100% sure when, but it says that there is a brand new NFL Rumble limited time mode coming out. So definitely sounds pretty interesting, but it says in this limited time mode, you'll be on a team of 20 players in Patriots outfits or Rams outfits. Battle it out until a victor takes home the trophy. So yeah, not a ton of details. Obviously, we got the details about like the outfits, but is it just going to be similar to Team Rumble? Is that thing about the trophy just referencing winning, or is there a trophy you have to grab? We're not exactly sure, but I mean, erring on the side of caution, it might just be, you know, Team Rumble with some special outfits, which still sounds pretty fun, but we'll have to wait and see. And again, I'm not exactly sure when that is coming out. They didn't specifically say. But yeah, guys, after that, let's then talk about the free toy that you're going to be able to get coming up soon. So this is probably my favorite part about the NFL announcement type things going on, but whereas the skins are coming back into the item shop to purchase, there's also going to be something you can get for free coming on Saturday, and that is February 2nd. And also do keep in mind that is at 7 p.m. Eastern time, but it is a free pigskin toy. That is what they said, but that by itself I think is pretty obvious like what it's going to be. So again, we don't have an official picture of it yet, but I think it's pretty clear that it's going to be a football. Obviously, all of this stuff is for the NFL and like the Super Bowl coming up, and a pigskin is just another name for a football. So I mean, it would make sense that it would be a toy that is a football, since we already have toys that are like a golf ball, a basketball, things like that. It would make sense that we get a football, and it's perfect timing for, you know, the Super Bowl coming up. So yeah, I would guess that it's probably going to work similar to like the basketball in terms of how it bounces, although, you know, a football generally bounces kind of randomly, and then maybe you throw it more so like the snowball where you're using one hand. But yeah, probably like a combination of those two is what I'm expecting it to look like. We don't know for sure yet, but hey, it's a free item coming out soon. Again, it should be in the item shop, should show up as something you can get for free, so might as well check for that on Saturday. But keeping it going here, guys, we have even more changes to go over in this video. Got so much to talk about, but yeah, we got a few more things coming up. Now, first of all, one of the important things I want to talk about has to do with Polar Peak. So if you go to Polar Peak right now and go inside of the castle, whatever you want to call it, but you go down into the dungeon, as you know, in the past, it was slowly revealing like this person that was chained up in the dungeon, and there was like an arm sticking out of the ice. Well, if you go there now, as you can see, that person is gone. It's fully thawed out, the chains are hanging there, and there is nobody to be seen. So where did this guy go? Who exactly is he? It's definitely pretty crazy. So we don't know a ton yet, but it's definitely mysterious. So yeah, I wanted to give you guys that change. Maybe you have some theories. Leave them down below in the comments. I'm curious to see what they are. After that then, though, we also have a map change that is just a funny one. I do love when they make changes like this, but it actually has to do with Retail Row. But if you go over there and go over to where like the food trucks were battling it out for like the best fast food or whatever, you will notice that there's a brand new Der Burger building. Now, thanks to Tempest on Reddit for pointing this one out, but it's definitely pretty funny if you go over here. As you guys know, know, the Pizza Pit had their little shop open up, but now the Der Burger has their shop right across the street, so they're literally battling it out across the street from each other. So the Der Burger is pretty interesting. It's not huge. I don't even know if there's a chest spawn here, but I mean, it offers a little bit extra cover. The food trucks are still there as well, but I mean, hey, you gotta love a Der Burger restaurant, especially after the old one got destroyed from the whole thing that happened with the iceberg. But either way, it's pretty interesting and a change to the map, so I thought I had to add it. Now, the final thing I want to talk about in this video, this one is fairly small, but kind of big, I guess. Like, it's not the biggest change, but you're going to be experiencing a lot, so you might as well be aware of it. So basically, this change has to do with the loot that you can get from chests. Now, again, it's nothing crazy, but it actually has to do with the mats inside of them. Now, this has pretty much stayed the same for the longest time, where you get 20 mats when you open a chest, but now in this update 7.30, they just changed it from 20 mats to 30 mats. So again, not the biggest change, but overall pretty interesting, so I thought I might as well mention it, because hey, that might be a little bit useful. So yeah, guys, that is going to be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below for more update videos coming out in the near future. On top of that, you can check out some of my previous videos here, such as on the left, some tips and tricks for leveling up the Lynx and Zenith skins, as well as the Ice King, and then on the right, my week 8 challenges guide. But other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.